future grandbabies, commandos of the world. Listen, I'm getting ready to do my last and final check, suit up and hit the road, get down to Winter Haven, Florida for this training. It's a 3-part training I've been taking. It's the final week. So here is the Overcast. This is going to be my vehicle of choice for the next week. This is a 2024 Harley Davidson. I did give y'all a little bit of show before. One of the most important things I've learned in the last 13, 14 months or so as a new rider, returning rider, brand new tourer, is that when you're packing, make sure those straps are up tight. So I'm on the way out. You guys be straight. The next stop you'll see me will be at a gas stop. What are the hidden risks to motorcycle riding? And they're not really hidden risks. They're risks that we probably never really think about and we overlook, and we need to be careful. So I made a quick list. I got roughly 10 items, but I'll try to make it quick, right? And the first risk I noticed, because it almost happened to me just as I pulled in here to get some gas. Some lady in her van talking to her family or whatever. I was overlooked. She came over from the far lane into the middle lane, and I'm actually in the slow lane, and she's still coming over as if I'm not there. And I'm not on the big white bike. I mean, I get it. I'm not on the big white bike with all the lights, but I'm on the Overcast, and the Overcast has a lot of lights. And so, we're smaller vehicles. I get it. It's hard to see us sometimes, so it's one of the things that we have to put up with as we travel. So be care of that. One of the things I never thought about, I guess I did think about it, but today was kind of on my mind because I've gotten, I got some personal issues going on in my life, just like many of y'all do. And I was thinking about the cognitive fatigue or mental overload that you may start your ride out with. I typically try to download all that stuff before I get on the bike, and I did today. I'm actually in a great mood. And, it's something you got to think about when you're riding. If you're going to be on the bike, you got to make sure that you don't have cognitive fatigue, and that that your mental's not overloaded getting on the bike. I mean, the purpose of downloading is just really, you're not getting rid of the problem. It's still there. You just need enough focus, basically, so that you can operate your vehicle safely. Don't let whatever's bothering you consume you. The purpose of the ride is to ease it out of you. So please remember, take your time, try to do a little download before you get on the bike, and then use the bike to get ready to rest. Also, be advised that you may run into rapid weather changes. Don't forget about mechanical neglect. I mean, a lot of times we don't take the opportunity to check out our tires, our oil, our fuel, things of that nature, because we just get in go and trust that it works. The newer the vehicle, the more reliable you feel it is. So also, just remember to check your vehicle on a regular basis. Another one that gets us is digital distractions. We're so used to everything on our bikes. Some of our bikes, this bike doesn't have a big info screen like my Pursuit does, but you got to keep in mind that you're running into situations where people are calling you, you're getting emails. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Just concentrate on your navigation and keep it going, and listen to your music. Two wheels is something you need to be paying attention to. Remember, when you're traveling at night, or in low light condition, you have decreased visibility. This is something that we don't often think about. I actually had to pull over. I forgot when I started my ride, or actually, I didn't pull over today, but I was in my garage, and I changed my visor out because I had my yellow visor. But I've had to pull over in the past to put the clear visor on because I was out too late and I went past sunset or whatever, and I had to make sure that I had my clear visor on my LS2. So it's something you need to worry about It's decreased visibility. Also keep in mind when you're out in these streets, man, especially if you're out in these rural areas on these back roads, if something happens, it's going to be a decreased time for responding to you. It's not like living in a big city or anything like that. You get on these country roads, something happens, you could be very well waiting a minute and hoping that someone gets to you in time. So just be careful. Remember, don't be a victim of cultural tolerance to peer pressure. If you can't ride your motorcycle on two wheels, don't try to do it rather on one wheel. You know what I mean? Don't be pressured into speeding. Ride your ride, man. Things can happen out here, and there's things that you'll never understand, why people do what they do. But if you're not able to do it, don't let the cultural environment dictate how you ride your bike. So also, don't ride when you're so tired that you can't really stay awake or concentrate. That's no difference than being drunk. You know what I mean? You might as well start drinking if you're going to be, riding that tired. So just be careful. Also, I wear an airbag vest and I have a helmet, and I wear my gloves, and I'm looking for some new pants, and there's other items that I'm looking for that I'm trying. It's only been 1 year, 14 months since I really started touring. So there's some items that I realized that I shouldn't have bought because it didn't make any sense. I'm not even using them that much. And then there's some items that now I'm thinking that I need because I would feel more comfortable with them. But don't have a false sense of security on your safety equipment. All right, your safety equipment is to keep you from being injured severely. You still might get hurt. I mean, let's face it, you're on a motorcycle, you don't have a cage around. Look, I'm gonna give y'all a bonus one too. Long-term riding without earplugs can result in hearing loss. I've seen it all over the internet. I've seen it in all my research. Hell, I've ridden about 5 hours one time and was clogged up and had a little ring to my ear on the Harley. The Harley is extremely loud, and so was the Indian, but I think the Harley is actually louder. I have some Tab Performance pipes on here that sound great. Now locally, I may not run around with plugs in, but if I do over 4 hours on the road, I tend to put my plugs in. I don't care how much I want to hear the music. Just keep that in mind. That's just a bonus one.
All right, I like what you got there. Let me show you what I got. Check this out. Bring the bass line. Hey, yo, shut it down.
These brothers my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, never got a roll with ice. Generations cool.
What's going on, YouTube? What's going on, family? I made it to Winter Haven, Florida. You can see through the windows, fairly busy town. First time here. I got the overcast part down there. If you can see her over there, I covered her up because they told me a storm was rolling in. It's clear skies, but the locals know. So I covered it up because I'm gonna wash up and take me a little nap, wait for one of my partners to arrive. We're gonna maybe get some dinner later on, explore the area. I might get out and ride a little bit since I've never been to Winter Haven before. I took a detour a little bit through Tampa or whatever. It's a pretty nice city. I've been to Tampa, but I've been to the Air Force Base. So I really was just ride around the base and then flew out. So I really never really experienced Tampa. Thinking about going back out there, when traffic lightens up. It was pretty hectic this morning, this afternoon. And then you have to pass Disney to get here. So if you're making a run to Orlando or Tampa or Winter Haven, you gotta get up early because the traffic starts to build for that Disney traffic. If you've never been to Disney, just make sure that you get down here and do it. Anyway, this is your boy Bike Life Commando popping in. Thank you for riding with me. Thank you for listening to me, and we'll get back at you. Man, you already know what it is. If you got a bike in your garage collecting dust, pull it out, dust it off, gas it up, and enjoy the ride.